my name is Vega. Welcome back to Vega Astrology. Now today we are going to be talking about Mars conjunct the IC. So this is the Imum Coeli. The Imum Coeli or Imum Coeli, depending on who you're talking to, it's pronounced differently. But this is the lowest point in your chart. So we're first going to go through and explain what Mars in astrology represents, and then we're also going to go through and explain the Imum Coeli. Mars in astrology is considered the god of war. So Mars is all about action, willpower, how we initiate action into our lives, the style in which we move toward our soul's intention or soul's destiny. So the style in which you get up, walk around, the way you move about the world, the way that you resolve conflict, the way that you express your anger. You can also look to Mars to find the sexual nature of a person. So the area of life called your Imum Coeli is the area of life, it is the fourth house cusp. So your fourth house rules over your home life. It rules over your family, your roots. It's the lowest point in the chart. So this is the most intimate area of your chart because not many people see this area of your chart. You experience your Imum Coeli with your very close friends and family. A lot of times strangers are not here, unless it depends on your placements there. You might allow, more unfamiliar people into this area of your life, but for the most part, it's a very private part of your life. And so this fourth house cusp is traditionally ruled by Cancer. So Cancer is a water sign. Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon represents our emotions, our emotional natures. It represents the subconscious mind. It represents divine chaos, in my opinion. I think the moon is very uncontrolled femininity. In astrology, each planet has a sign that brings out its highest qualities and signs that can restrict the expression of that sign. Mars is actually debilitated in Cancer, meaning that Mars cannot express itself fully in the sign of Cancer because of the nature of Cancer. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, which is Cancer's opposite sign, because Capricorn represents the goat trudging up the mountain. War doesn't belong in the home life. Aggression, war, conflict, things like that, it doesn't really belong there. Mars is kind of like, what am I gonna do out here at the house? Like, what am I gonna really do? Mars is like crammed up. It can't really stretch its feet out. It can't really go and do what it needs to do. There's nothing but plants and, the family and your kids. And, so the thing about it is with Mars conjunct the cusp of your fourth house, it can be either in the third house or either conjunct in the fourth house. This really applies to, as long as it's hanging out around your Imum Coeli, your Mars is debilitated. Your Mars is consider bringing, Cancer is a very soft and emotional sign. As much as Cancers like to come off like they're these hard, they're squishy and mushy on the inside. So when you bring Mars down here into an area of life that is actually quite nurturing, it's meant for nurturing, it's meant for emotional stability, it's meant for emotional healing, it's meant for family roots and all of that good stuff. When you bring Mars down here, Mars is fiery and it's just sizzled out. You may find the expression of your aggression to be very limited. You may feel as though you're not comfortable with conflict. I'm not saying that you cannot handle conflict because all Mars placements can handle conflict. But are you normally the aggressor? Probably not. Now, it depends on if your Mars is in Aries. This may change up the expression of your Mars. A lot of your actions can be geared toward the home. You may love interior design. You may be someone who's very nurturing to your surroundings and very nurturing to your children, which I hope everyone's nurturing to their children. But this is a placement of someone who actively finds comfort in their home. And a lot of times a Mars in conjunct the IC, these are people that would like to work from home. These are people who like to spend a lot of time in their home, and they also love to make their home the best that it could be. So a lot of their actions are geared toward keeping the family roots alive. And I would also like to add that these are the types of people that really dig deep into their family roots. You may be very patriotic to your home country, or if you're American and your heritage still remains mysterious or unknown, you may be someone who can dive deep into research and studies of your family roots. Even if they are busy, even if they have a lot going on in their personal life, they will still make time to help their family in need. Like if their family needs something, say they have a grandmother or someone who's sick, they will go out of their way to make sure that this family member is taken care of above all else. Even though you may have your Mars in a different sign, it is still similar to having a Mars in Cancer. So if you feel like your needs aren't being met, you maybe are not in a position where you feel stable in life, whether that be you're overwhelmed with work, you're overwhelmed with whatever else you have going on, there's only so much that you can offer someone when your cup is only half full. There are people that can give from an empty cup, but I believe that having this placement is very difficult to put yourself aside and give from an empty cup, which I would never recommend anyone doing. Again, working from home, being associated with the home, decorating, putting flower pots up, always finding new ways to make your home more comfortable, make your home more livable. When you wake up, you want a convenient home life. You want to be able to have a convenient life where if you wake up, you're waking up next to a glass of water. This is the type of placement for someone who has multiple toothbrushes in different areas just to make your life easier. So you may have a toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste in the shower so that you can brush your teeth in the shower. And then you have decided to get a toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste to go next to your sink so that you can brush your teeth before bed and you don't have to grab the toothbrush and the toothpaste out from the shower. You have one here, one there. It's very fluid. You want to feel fluid in the way that you move around your home. Another thing that I'd like to add is Mars is also where we experience conflict and in some cases violence. So you may have experienced violence close to your home life, whether that be getting into fights, whether that be abuse in any sort of way. That is just one manifestation of this placement. So this is just a brief video on Mars conjunct the IC. Stay tuned for the next one.